I think the biggest scandal of the last many years is the autopen and who's using it. I mean, essentially, whoever used the autopen was the president. And that is wrong, it's illegal, it's so bad, and it's so disrespectful to our country.
That there was a few months ago, back in June, and this is now. President Trump doubling down on his vow to nullify any of President Biden's orders that were signed by an autopen, of which there were many. Jonathan Turley's here. Professor, good day to you. Thanks for coming on today.
Thank you, Bill.
I will get your view in a moment. I'm going to show you this for our audience at home. Here we go. The number of what do you say? A pardon for clemency, I guess is how you should include that. Biden was 4,245, right? God. Donald Trump in his first term was 238. President Obama was 1,927. George W. was 200 and Clinton was 459. Okay, so that's the autopen actions, including the pardons and commutations. To you, sir. I'm not sure of precedent or even if there is any. Can you do this?
Well, legally, nullifying your predecessor's pardons is likely not to succeed in court. Remember, a pardon doesn't even require a signature. So the fact that it's an autopen signature is not going to track very well with the court. But having said that, what President Trump is talking about here is very, very serious. And before we get to legal merits, there should be general agreement that what we saw in the Biden administration should not occur again. You had a president who was clearly struggling. His incompetency, the view of many, was hidden by the White House staff and came out later. Those are all very serious. And then to have that combined with this extensive use of the autopen raises legitimate questions as to who was making the decision to sign orders or pardons. Now, the orders themselves are going to raise a more difficult question because you do need a signature for some of these actions. The question is how you prove it. Joe Biden is just simply going to say, I did give approval for that. And I think that for many courts, that will be the end of the day. But what the administration is trying to do here, I think, is start a fight. They're trying to say, yeah, let's go ahead and fight over this. Let's get these people on the record. Let's get White House people to make statements under oath. Because the Trump White House is clearly not convinced that President Biden had any inkling what was being done here.
Interesting evaluation. Okay, we'll see where it goes, but point taken all the way there, sir. Meanwhile, at the Supreme Court yesterday, and we got some audio too. I mean, when you hear the sound reverberate off the marble inside, this is a New Jersey pro-life center that's fighting the ability to make the argument with women who are in their particular center, okay? So it could be a freedom of speech issue. Here is Justice Thomas questioning the basis for what he considered a subpoena at that time. Listen here.
So I think we've been clear from the outset that we haven't had complaints about this specific.
So you had no basis to think that they were deceiving any of their contributors?
I don't think that's correct, Your Honor. I think, for example, you could take a look at a comparison between the donation page for First Choice that we have carved out from the very beginning.
So you had no complainants?
We had no complaints, but the state governments, federal government, initiate investigations all the time.
Okay, so that point about no complaints, why would that be important, Professor?
Well, Justice Thomas really laid low the New Jersey side, and his tone, which is just this flat tone, only made it worse, that he was just saying, okay, just answered the question, you didn't have any complaints. In other words, this was a fishing expedition. And we've seen that in New York and New Jersey, where attorney generals have gone after Republican groups, conservative groups, people that don't share their viewpoints. Here, they just decided to go again after this group with not a single complaint. And even liberal justices like Justice Kagan really sort of guffawed at the suggestion of New Jersey that this isn't really going to chill anybody. And Kagan said, really? Because it seems to me that this would be pretty darn chilling, if not Arctic, for a lot of folks that might be contributing to this group. So it does appear that New Jersey's on the ropes here for good reason.
Okay, so what you're saying is that there's no proof of harm here. Therefore, the pregnancy centers might be able to continue their freedom of expression, so to speak.
Right,
Is that a proper read or not, sir?
Yeah, I think this is clearly an effort to chill the free speech rights of this group. And we just had another case go against an effort similar to this with a pro-life group. And the circuit ruled that, yes, these prosecutors are trying to chill the expression of these groups. So it's been a very good week for pro-life groups.
Very interesting. That's out of New Brunswick, New Jersey. We'll follow the final decision when it comes down. Thank you, sir. Nice to see you.
Thank you, Bill.
Hey, everyone. I'm Emily Campagno. Catch me and my co-hosts Harris Faulkner and Kaylee McEnany on Outnumbered every weekday at 12 p.m. Eastern, or set your DVR. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page for daily highlights.